another thing we can do is convert a variable type to another type. So let's say we enter in a double, but we want to use it with integers, and we don't care about the remaining information. Actually, we still could care about the remaining information. So let's do it where we're entering in a dollar amount, and we want to figure out how many pennies it is. Let's work with that. So we're going to create a few variables here. We're going to create double. We'll call it money. Then we're going to create an integer called pennies. So here's our scanner, which I'm going to bring over so it's properly lined up. And we're going to save to our double system, or to our user, and assign it to the double. How much money do you have? If you heard that, that is thunder going on outside. And money is going to be equal to keyboard.next double, because it's a double. So this is going to be an amount that has a decimal place. Now, to make sure that it maintains its value, let's take a look at another example here of this maintaining its value. Let me get something set up real quick. Let's say I have the money amount of $6.07. What this means is I actually have 607 pennies. So I'm going to bring the decimal place over 2. So what would the math I would have to do in order to have that happen? The math that I would have to do to make that happen, I should say, would be multiplied by what? And if you guessed 100, you are correct. I'm going to multiply this number times 100 to move the decimal place over. So it's still going to be a double value when we do that. So this looks like, in the code, money will be equal to itself. So we're just going to do shorthand, times equal 100. Because no matter where we put, or how much money we have, there's always going to be 2 decimal places, so we can bring that over. And then what we're going to do is we're going to convert that to an integer that we can work with. So pennies equals, and we're going to make it, we're going to put integer in parentheses. That's going to do the conversion, and it's going to convert money. So right now we'll go ahead and we'll just print out pennies to prove that this did it correctly. So $6.07, 607 pennies right there. Now what's the advantage to that? Well, let's say for a project we're going to build a change machine. Now we're able to look at how many pennies there are and say, okay, well, how many pennies are in a dollar, which is 100. So now we could work with this. I'm going to create another integer called dollar. And we're going to say, okay, the amount of the dollar, or how many dollars are involved, is equal to pennies divided by 100. Because remember how integers always round down? This will pull out those $6 we had and give us the proper amount of money. System.out.println dollar. Run this. We're going to enter in $6.07 again. 607 pennies is right there, which matches up with line 19 and 20. And this 6 pulled out the dollar in line 22 and printed it in line 23. So we're going to do something very similar with our next project.